Tonight we delve into a story of a seemingly innocent heirloom, a music box that brings more than just sweet tunes. This tale will leave you questioning the power of a melody that refuses to be forgotten. So dim the lights, settle in, and prepare yourself for the melody of madness. It all began with a beautifully crafted music box discovered in the attic of an old Victorian home. The house, long abandoned, had been purchased by a young couple, Sarah and Thomas, who were eager to restore it to its former glory. Among the dusty relics and forgotten furniture, Sarah found the music box nestled in an ornate wooden chest. It was an exquisite piece, hand-painted and delicate with flowers, and when she turned the key, it played the most hauntingly beautiful melody she had ever heard. Captivated, Sarah brought the music box downstairs, excited to show Thomas. From the moment she started playing it, something changed in the atmosphere of the house. The air grew thick, and a subtle chill settled in, but Sarah didn't notice. She was entranced by the melody. That night, as Sarah and Thomas lay in bed, they both heard it. The music box playing it by itself. The melody floated through the halls, growing louder as if someone were winding it up again and again. They went into the living room where the box sat motionless on the mantel, its lid closed. Thomas. How is it playing by its own? They dismissed it as a quirk of the old house, but the next day strange things began happening. Sarah started having vivid, disturbing dreams of a young girl, Emily, who had once lived in the house. In these dreams, Emily would sit by the window, playing the same melody over and over, tears streaming down her face. As the days passed, Sarah became obsessed with the music box. She played it constantly, unable to resist its siren call. Thomas grew concerned as Sarah's behaviour became increasingly erratic. She would sit for hours just staring at the box, her mind seemingly elsewhere. One evening, Thomas returned home to find Sarah sitting on the floor, surrounded by old photographs and letters. She had discovered that Emily, the girl from the dreams, had been a real person, a young girl who had died tragically in the house. Emily's parents had given her the music box as a gift, but shortly after receiving it, Emily fell ill and died under mysterious circumstances. Sarah. She's trapped, Thomas. Emily is trapped in the music box. Thomas tried to take the box away, but Sarah clung to it, desperately screaming that she couldn't abandon Emily. That night, the music box played louder than ever before, its melody seeping into their minds, driving Sarah to the brink of madness. Desperate to save his wife, Thomas reached out to a local historian who had knowledge of the house's dark past. The historian revealed that Emily's parents had dabbled in the occult, attempting to use the music box to bind Emily's spirit to it, hoping to keep her close after her death. But the ritual had gone horribly wrong, trapping not only Emily, but also a dark entity within the box. Determined to break the curse, Thomas and the historian performed a cleansing ritual. They gathered in the living room where the music box sat, its melody now distorted and filled with malice. As they began the ritual, the lights flickered and a cold wind whipped through the room. The music box rattled violently, and for a moment they saw her, Emily, standing in the doorway, her face pale, filled with sorrow. But the ritual did not go as planned. The entity within the box fought back, resisting their efforts to banish it. Sarah, now completely possessed, attacked Thomas, screaming that he was trying to take Emily away from her. The room was filled with chaos as the music box played on, its notes twisted and sinister. In a final desperate act, Thomas grabbed the music box and hurled it into the fireplace. The box cracked open and the melody stopped abruptly as the flames consumed it. The room fell silent and Sarah collapsed unconscious. Though the music box was destroyed, the damage was done. Sarah never fully recovered from her ordeal, her mind fractured by the entity's influence. She was eventually committed to a psychiatric ward, where she spends her days humming the tune of the cursed melody. The house was sold once again, and the new owners reported strange occurrences. Faint music playing in the night, shadows moving in the corners of their vision. The spirit of Emily and the dark entity that had tormented her had not been laid to rest. So, dear listeners, if you ever come across an old, beautiful music box, think twice before bringing it into your home. Some melodies were never meant to be played, and some spirits were never meant to be disturbed. Thank you for joining me for this unsettling tale. It's a reminder that some objects carry the weight of dark histories, and that those histories can sometimes reach out from the past to affect the present. Until next time, dear listeners, stay safe and keep your lights on. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's chilling tale, but the hauntings don't have to end here. If you love ghost stories and crave even more spine-tingling content, why not unlock the other side? Join our exclusive membership for bonus episodes, behind-the-scenes extras, and much more. The link is waiting for you in the description below. And do you have a story of your own? Something that keeps you up at night? Share your experience through the links in the description. You might just hear your own story being featured on upcoming episodes. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow ghost story lovers, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a shadow in the dark. Stay spooky, and we'll see you on the other side.